This is our favorite segment, a little segment we like to call He Says, She Says, and it's sponsored by none other than the Blue Martini Lounge, your girls' night out destination. We're here with Mr. Rudy Gatlin. He didn't get enough of us the other day, so you had to come back for more, didn't you, Rudy?
Couldn't stay away. Just couldn't stay away.
We were talking before the break about blended families and the way that parents treat each other throughout a divorce and then parenting their children, and you've dealt with this. You've been in this situation, as many people have. How do you do it in your family?
Well, first of all, I was happily married for 10 years, and 10 out of 15 is not bad. 10 out of 15 happily
We got the
married.
joke.
Anyway, and I didn't sign up to get divorced, get married and raise kids, get divorced, but that's what we've got, and he knows all about it. Okay,
Amen.
So I'll preface all that, what I'm about to say, by saying that we get along well when we need to. No, we get along surprisingly. You have to because of the kids, like you said. But I want to. I want to get along with my ex and set a good example. But I don't want to be mad anymore or upset. And
Because kids really can sense that.
Sure,
can't
they
They can. And you know what? I've heard Kim only speak very positive about y'all's relationship and raising your kids and just staying positive. I mean, how do you all handle, decisions together? Especially when you disagree in being divorced.
Pretty much like we used to. We got together and talked about it, and then we do what she wants to do.
Good answer.
Well, evidently we didn't do everything like she wanted to, or we wouldn't be divorced. But I tried.
You did try.
I gave it my best shot
That's
to
it.
pretty much do.
So now that you're like this single guy back in this, I'm not hitting on you, don't worry. So now that you're like this single guy, Rudy.
Come on, hit
No,
on me.
have
What
you?
the-
I will.
Okay, good.
We'll have to go to break for that. Just kidding. Have you gotten back into the dating world? What's that like for you?
Oh, it's been a blast.
Are you being sarcastic?
What age women are you dating? Tell the
Be
truth.
honest.
Tell the truth.
Mine are my age. I'm 60.
Okay,
you
are
really?
you dating 30-year-old women?
No.
I have a single mother.
Okay.
Ooh.
Are 40 years, have you got anybody?
45, 50.
45,
Yeah,
50.
55.
Really?
Right.
Really? No kidding?
Yes.
Do they have to be physically fit?
What do you look for in a woman, Rudy?
About that juice.
That's a good question.
No, because
Courtney's
I think
question.
when men mature, because I date guys that are like in their early 30s around, and or even some in their 20s, but they look for different things that I think guys in their 40s and 50s look for, because they're caught up in the appearance and the aesthetics and the scene, whereas I feel like older men are more into what's inside that matters. And so what are you into?
Listen
true?
to this. Oh, I am. I'm definitely. Look at your pants.
Or is it that someone
yes.
who is 60 years old, you've been married, you've had your children, we've got the close-up of that. That's
I
right.
bought them that way.
Are you, because I think there are two different types of men. I think there is the man who then is looking for the trophy wife, you're looking for the young, fit hottie who's going to rock your world, or are you looking for someone to spend the rest of your life with who's mature, is basically in the same phase of
Look
life
at
that
him.
you
He's
are?
on the hot seat. You
I'm
were like,
looking
how am I going to
it's-
answer this?
It's a date. Let's go out on a date.
That's
just
right.
see-
Let's start
With
there.
no thought of what's beyond it.
Really?
But what are you attracted to initially?
Well, you can't help physical attraction.
Right.
But that can fade real quick
Absolutely.
when both of us. If I open my mouth and I'm an idiot, that's a turnoff. If you do the same, I'm going to go, okay, because I love beauty and brains.
What are your
all of your-
non-negotiables? If they have this, you're out. If they have this, you're out. Some people are like, I won't date a smoker. I won't date a this or this or this. What are your?
Gosh, probably some of those. I'm recovering, so I'm not going to go out with someone that drinks a lot,
Right.
and does drugs, and parties a lot, probably, because I don't go out.
And
much.
you want a woman of God.
Well,
too,
sure.
right?
I'm absolutely a
Right.
believer.
Yeah.
That would help.
Right.
I think we're all believers, and hopefully.
We are.
We all
Yeah,
are.
and that's sure, because you really
I love
connect
you
on that
saying
level.
that.
You got to be, I think, for it to last.
That's right. That's right.
Unequally yoked, as it says in the good book.
Do you
What
think
does that
do you
mean?
think that's
Preach right
true?
there.
Do you think that's true, Rudy?
Preach.
Do you think
Rudy
that's
Gatlin.
true that in order for a relationship to really make it, you need to have similar
Oh, yeah.
religious views?
I think so.
What do you mean unequally yoked? What does that mean?
Well, a believer and a non-believer.
Okay, and a believer
Basically.
and a non-believer can have a life together.
They can.
I don't think
But
it's easy.
But it's very, yeah,
Who
very
came
challenging.
up with that opposites attract thing?
Paul Abdul.
They attract,
I
but
do
I don't
think
know if
Paul
it's, I don't know if it's
Does that really?
I
Didn't she
think
write that?
opposites. I think opposites do attract, but
me.
if they have the same core values,
It can work.
it can work.
When I think
Okay.
opposites, it's kind of like characteristics of a person. Like say, you know, I'm usually the one that's kind of out there, but Emmett's is pretty reserved. So we kind of balance each other out in that
Yes.
way. I think that's what that means, opposites attract. But you're right, your core values have to be very
And I
much
think
the
it's
same.
wonderful to have somebody that you meet that has interests that all of a sudden introduces you
To something.
into a world of something else.
Right.
Whereas when you have the same people doing the same thing and you do the same thing,
boring.
then you start looking, I'd like to learn how to fly airplanes, or I'd like to somebody
golf.
that introduces new life into your
We should do a
relationship.
dating game for you. We should have people write into our Facebook page why you would like a date with this man right here, Mr. Rudy Gatlin. You can find us on Facebook at D the Broadcast.
I
I'm
love
serious.
this. We're
I'm
gonna do one
totally
for you.
serious.
I have $20. Do I hear 25? I have 40.
Rudy up
Do
for my
I have 45? Going
Send
once.
us your
Going
comment,
once.
and we will send you on a date with Mr.
No,
Gatlin.
we won't.
Courtesy of the broadcast.
No, we
yes,
will not.
Well, we just might, Susie.
We'll even give you a ride in Uber.
Yes.
How about that? An Uber chauffeured ride
What'd she
to
say,
dinner.
Rudy's like, I'm so confused.
Compliments of the broadcast. Yep.
He said Uber. What is Uber? It's a car service.
Remember, I'm not looking for Miss Right. I'm just looking for Miss Right now.
Oh, come on. That's not true.
Rudy, you take that back.
There's a great line I read. It said, Jeanette and I were ecstatic for 10 years, and then I met her.
And she met you.
Right?
Oh, y'all were
that
talking about
line.
something the other day I had to mention. You were talking about texting.
Yes.
Yes.
What is it with all this? I text, and I did something the other day. I invited someone to something through a text. I don't like to do that. I want
know,
to call
don't
you.
do
and
that.
ask you. But she was busy. I was busy, and I said, hey, I sent her the information. Would you like to go? And I went, I did something.
So you asked a woman out via text message?
I
is what you're
did,
saying?
and y'all were talking about that the other day.
Yeah.
And I wanted to holler out when the young lady that was here said, "Oh my goodness, when you're texting this guy and he's texting, you're texting back, and then he calls. What do you do?"
So do you want to apologize to that lady right now for
No, but I
asking her
wanted
out
to-
via text message?
I wanted to say,
I know who it is.
no, we're going to get together. Anyway, I wanted to say when she said, "What do you do when they call?" I wanted to holler, "You answer the phone.
That's right.
Talk to them."
That's right.
I mean, I'm not going to call you every day,
Voice on voice action is really intense, though.
just for a little bit.
I get nervous.
See, I think that's
Only 'cause we're not used to it anymore, which
but
is
see, that's what we
ridiculous.
did. I mean, we talked when I was growing up. We talked to our like boyfriend or girlfriends for hours
No,
on the
you
phone.
hang up. No, you hang up.
You hang up.
I mean, and I
No,
would,
you hang up.
and I would sneak,
I
I
love
would
that,
sneak under
Courtney.
my
That's so
blanket.
cute.
It's adorable. I
So
mean,
cute.
that's my daughter. They don't do that anymore. It's like she'll tell me, me and this guy, we talked all night. Well, they text
were texting
all
all
night.
night.
That
And I'm
doesn't
going,
count.
How do you connect with someone
Yeah.
with words via text?
Because they're texting 10, 12, 15 different people at the same
Oh,
time.
that
They get
is
that group.
That's exhausting. I
That's
can't keep up with
exhausting.
that.
Well, we do that. We go through our emails, and we're doing emails, right? And somebody texts us. We text them back right quick. We're all busy. We're very busy, so we do that so that we can't call everybody. All,
Right, but if you're
Which
dating
means if you get a
somebody,
phone call,
Well,
you're privileged.
or getting to know somebody, it should be
you want to, I
voice
want
to
to talk.
voice.
I want to talk to them every now.
I love that about Scott because even when we were just friends, he would always pick up the phone to call if he could, as opposed to texting.
I love that.
And
too.
I really love that because I think it just you really get to know a person. You can hear the inflection in their voice, and it's so different than just reading something on a screen.
I keep telling my daughter
So
that.
note to you: don't ask a girl out via text again.
Okay.
Call her, Rudy.
Well, I was going to, but we got real busy, and it was coming up on us.
Excuses.
Yeah,
She'll understand.
Okay,
We all understand.
let us know why
Yeah, I
you would
do
like to
understand how it
date
happens.
Rudy.
For charity.
Are you really
charity.
serious?
For
Are you really
charity.
going to do this?
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
Wait a minute. Had you asked him in advance?
No.